Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
For most teams in the NBA, success starts at the top. The challenge for owners, most of whom don't come from basketball backgrounds, is picking the right person to entrust with roster decisions. That skill set is hard to evaluate sometimes, but getting that first decision right can sometimes make all the difference. Kevin?
It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Dragic.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's James Johnson. Then it's Culver. And it's Towns in at the center position. And for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Outside Russell. There's the pass to Towns. Knocks down the three ball. Towns has got the first bucket of the game with the three for Minnesota.
On the catch and shoot, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
We're in the back half of the season, and Doris, some struggling teams looking now to reboot and reset for the stretch run.
Yeah, I think there's one thing that comes into sharper focus is where you are in the season. Are you a playoff team, and are you refining your habits and trying to build momentum for the most important spot? Or are you going to start to look at your young guys and give them a serious run to get NBA repetition? Usually coming out of All-Star break, Kev, things clarify for the individual teams.
The first one falls.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Both good from the line that time. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Tries from 7. And Adebayo with a nice bucket inside. Minnesota with the ball. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Bucket is good.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Russell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. No good from Beasley.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Leonard. To the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Here's Russell. The Heat getting the bucket. Culver passes to Russell. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Here's Miami now. Down low. Here's Leonard. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Russell missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
That's a nuanced understanding of pick and roll play. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Here's Nunn. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland. Six to shoot. Here's Adebayo. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Here's Nunn, following the score by James Johnson. Hero passes to Butler. These 3-pointers off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Russell dishes to Johnson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Minnesota shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team. Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
And you think about the Wolves' history. KG clearly their best player, but Big Cat has a chance to reach that level someday.
He does, Greg, and I think we always look through KG's legacy being defined by passion, commitment, and leadership. That was as important as his basketball skill. Karl Anthony Towns is similarly talented, right? I think the key is he just needs to find consistency. That's the last step.
Here's Nunn. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Outside Butler. Jacks up a 3. Miami no good on that time either. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Beasley with a clean look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Hero. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Timberwolves trail. Russell kicks to Culver. Passes it to Towns. Shoots over Leonard. And it's Towns missing. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Nunn passes to Hero. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's Hero. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's Beasley on the wing. Back to Johnson. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Leonard. And for the Heat, they're shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings. They tell a great story. Take a look at the Jazz. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And you know, for the Heat, they've gotten into a bit of a rut. The season hasn't gone as they had hoped. You just get the feeling that they're somewhat discouraged right now, and that has them with an inability to break through.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
You know what, Greg? I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout, and Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size. Taking a look now at some numbers for Johnson. His last 10 games, he's around 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And looking good there from distance. Culver fundamentally sound with his jumper.
The Heat have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Dragic finds Butler. And no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Culver with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Here's Towns, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one.
Boy, when you think about the skill that Karl Anthony Towns has, and you realize he's just getting started in the league, his future is truly off the charts. By the midpoint of his career, we could be talking about him as one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And with the offensive tool set of Karl Anthony Towns, Doris, he could see MVP consideration in the future.
Well, what we know about Karl Anthony Towns certainly is that each and every night he has a major impact for his team. And consider, he's still growing as a player and ironing out some areas. But this guy is going to be a star for a long time, no doubt. So much of that was the timing. Butler finishing, as you might expect from this guy.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Russell with the 3, sinks the triple. Russell's got 7 points.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Dragic looking it over. Leonard finds Butler. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
Culver dishes to Russell. Second chance shot. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
That one is off.
One of the things you have to admire about Andre Iguodala is his ability to fit in any part of the lineup. Whether he's starting, whether he's coming off the bench, the ability to fill in from any position 1 through 4. Absolutely incredible.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Jake Layman comes in for Culver, and Okogie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And with Iguodala, he has the experience to guard and match up against Dort any position.
And what you've seen lately is Iguodala being deployed more and more as an undersized power forward. But even then, one moment he'll act as a 4, and the next minute he's the de facto point guard. What a luxury to have that kind of versatility.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Myers Leonard picking up that last basket. Here's Towns. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Iguodala at his best. A terrific drive. Gets to the rim with ease.
Timberwolves trail by 4. He's guarded by Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hernangomez. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
For 3, Okogie. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Feeds to Leonard. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 6 points for Leonard.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Well, Greg, coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Miami. Jay Crowder comes in for Butler. And a change for the Timberwolves. Omari Spellman has come in for Karl Anthony Towns. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Layman, and just miss after miss right now. The Heat leading by 6. Now Dragic, and Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the Heat pick up 2. The pass to Okogie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Doris last season, rookie Josh Okogie ended up contributing more than the franchise thought he would.
Yeah, he was terrific as a 3-and-D player for the Wolves. This guy could end up being the steal of the draft, sort of in that Robert Covington mold.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but Who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. And this is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. Timberwolves trail by 6. It's stolen by Dragic. Oh, and here comes Dragic all alone. Count it, good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
.110 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Okogie. He's guarded by Dragic. Passes it to Okogie. Clock at 6. Three-pointer on the way. They grabbed their own miss. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. In 4th, the Heat.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
3 seconds left.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, Greg, you want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Pass to Layman. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Heat. They finish off the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-5 run. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. The former #1 pick overall in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns, spoke about the aspirations of this team.
Every single day we're thinking about how can we be the team that we need to be to not only make the playoffs, but to make it deep into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance of being a championship team. We have so much talent. We have great veterans. We have a great front office, a great coaching staff. So with all that on our side, we feel we have a great chance to find that way to success.
Yep, 1 step at a time, Greg. That's the mindset to have.
Yeah, you can't have too much too early. But with Towns leading the charge, this team is in great hands.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Layman, and it's Okogie in at the shooting guard position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Now here's Dragic. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And now Minnesota on the fast break for three, Okogie. Rebound by Olynyk.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Robinson. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 5. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Timberwolves trail by 14.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
And Doris, you're right. For the last 5 seasons, the Timberwolves have been the absolute worst defensive rebounding team in the NBA.
And it's hard to understand, Kevin, because they have created second chance opportunities for themselves only to give it back on the other end. That's the kind of thing that can be demoralizing for your defense. You get a stop, but you don't finish the possession with a rebound.
Take a break.
That can wear you out physically and mentally.
First free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Doris, if I were to ask you right now in the league, who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back three will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Josh Okogie. And that one falls for Olynyk.
I like how Kelly Olynyk finds a number of different ways to contribute to his team. A selfless player who always does what's asked of him.
Nunn passes to Hero. And the layup is good. And the Heat lead by 17.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Russell kicks to Layman. Shoots over Olynyk. Layman gets the bucket. Miami leading by 15. Here's Nunn. Hero passes to Crowder. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Here's Hero. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Johnson surveying the floor. Beasley outside. Now the pass to Spellman. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Nunn passes to Olynyk. And here's Crowder. Over Johnson. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist from Olynyk. Crowder's got his second bucket.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to Spellman. Takes a three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Hero passes to Crowder. Now here's Beasley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Spellman. From outside the arc. It doesn't go for him. Well, he'd go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. And here's Russell. 20 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Pass to Spellman. Six on the shot clock. Back to Russell. Offensive rebound. Here's Lehman. From outside, off the mark. Miami leading by 15. In the corner, it's Robinson. Beasley inside. His last outing, he had 8 points. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the line for him here.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Beasley.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Leonard, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Butler in for Robinson. And then for Minnesota, Towns, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. And Culver's subbed in for Lehman. Beasley hits them both. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Miami, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Outside, Russell. He kicks it to Culver. The tray. It's hauled in by the Heat. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Russell. Butler passes to Nunn. Here's Hero. The pass to Leonard. Towns with the defensive effort.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And the shot goes down.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Here's Nunn. He has 6. Leonard on the wing. Beasley with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Russell. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Russell's got 9.
You know, to me, it's huge when D'Angelo gets to the glass. This guy has the ability to use his athleticism to his advantage.
Outside Butler. Leonard inside, defended by Towns. And again, it's the Heat missing. Leonard with the steal. Three-pointer, Crowder. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Leonard over Russell. Leonard, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No good from Beasley.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Butler, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now, here is Russell. 9 points in the game so far. This one for 3. Some solid defense from Butler. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Miami. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jarrett Culver. The Heat have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo comes in for Myers Leonard. And it's Dragic in for Hero. He's perfect from the line this time.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Culver's got 5 points so far.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside. Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Beasley outside. Knocked loose. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Towns.
He stepped up his game on the glass big time this month. His numbers are outstanding, but even if the numbers weren't there, his activity in the paint has been incredible. His hard work is paying off, and they want more of the same from that young man.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Miami. Minnesota also making some changes. Hernan Gomez comes in for Johnson. And Okogie subbed in for Beasley. Here's Adebayo. The shot from the low post is good. 8 points for him. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
Now here's Iguodala. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Culver. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Shooting off the catch is about confidence. There, Culver demonstrating how it's done.
Dragic kicks to Iguodala. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 15. Tipped away. It's stolen by Dragic. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And it's Butler with the jam.
An absolute menace in transition. Jimmy Butler puts it home.
.149 left to play here in the half. Over with it. He has 7. Just 5 on the clock. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Dragic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
And that one falls for Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
And Towns drops them both. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the missed 3 from Iguodala. Outside, Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Now here's Butler. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And slam dunk by Butler.
Well, gentlemen, you know the expression, go big or go home. Jimmy Butler attacking with ferocity.
He's guarded by Dragic. Passes it to Towns. That one doesn't drop.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game, Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they play like starters.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. They've got Myers Leonard. Jimmy Butler is out there with Adebayo. And it's Hero in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Now here's Leonard. Butler on the wing. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Culver. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Now Culver. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Nunn. He's got 8. Hero, no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Beasley. There's the pass to Culver. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Here's Hero. Nice D from Russell.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Now here's Beasley. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Now here's Culver. Not a lot of room. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Miami leading by 20. To the paint. Here's Butler. Leonard trying to break free. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Russell passes to Johnson. Back to Russell. A 3-ball. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Pass to Hero. Shoots over Culver. Miami no good on that time either.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Russell kicks to Beasley. They could use a bucket, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And that one misses. Olenek, he's checked in for Leonard. And the second free throw, good. And it's the Heat with the ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Butler on the wing. Culver with the steal. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Layman's checked in. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Russell feeling it out a bit. And that one goes long.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Nunn can't get it to fall. Timberwolves trail by 19. Here's Johnson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Nunn. 8 points for him. Passes to Robinson. Clock at 6. Here's Nunn. And it's off from three-point range. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Spellman's checked in. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Inside. Rebound by the Heat. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Heat have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 21. Outside, Russell. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's so good at finding high percentage shots. Karl Anthony Towns, even with a tough defender on him, comes through. That's pretty work.
Now, here is Robinson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot's good by Hero. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Miami leading by 19.
Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
Olynyk the pass to Adebayo. Shoots from the right block. Lays it up and banks it in. Adebayo's got 10 points.
Don't you just love how Olynyk shares the basketball? He uses his height to see over defenders.
Timberwolves trail by 21. You know, Doris, another thing about D'Angelo Russell. He's not afraid of the big moment.
Kevin, he has proven that he is willing to take and make big shots. He doesn't necessarily beat you with tremendous athleticism, but it's his basketball skill that sets him apart.
Here's none after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. None passes to Hero. Now Robinson. Pass to Hero. Miami needs to get a shot off. Takes the three. The three-pointer is right on target. 11 points in the game.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Beasley kicks to Towns. Russell left side. It's stolen. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And let's take a look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Second in rebounding, second in three-point field goal percentage, and he's third in the league in blocks per game with his physical tools and, of course, that innate timing to send shots away.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking second in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Russell passes to Towns. Shoots over Olynyk. Another miss by Minnesota.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Dragic. It's blocked. They recover it. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. And the three off target. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Okogie inside the three-point line. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game. Miami leading by 20. Outside Dragic. And there's the pass to Olynyk. Offline with his three. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Miami's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Right side Robinson. Rejected by Dragic, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Take a look at the Heat. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
I think for the Heat, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think, Greg, for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
Now, here is Russell. 13 points in the game.
Well, you have to love the contest from Kelly Olynyk right there. He doesn't give an inch to his man. Love it.
Robinson, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Miami making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
He's guarded by Dragic. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
a great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Jay Crowder ends every post with the hashtag, "It all started in the driveway." Doris, he knows just how far he's come.
No doubt. Jay Crowder said back then he was always the youngest guy on the court with no fouls called. That is how you develop into a competitor.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Robinson. That one is no good.
And Kevin, let's not forget, Jay Crowder is a former second-round draft pick. This guy has made his bones in the NBA by adding toughness to every team he's played on.
Defended by Butler. Here's Okogie. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Okogie's got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Dragic. Has to Adebayo. Puts it up. Nice touch on the bank shot. Adebayo's got 12 points in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Timberwolves trail by 21. And the Timberwolves call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Culver's checked in for Lehman. Towns, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Five on the clock. It's stolen by Dragic. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Towns against Adebayo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, this is a big physical guy himself, and Towns finds other teams trying to bump him off his game.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. The first free throw is good.
Make no mistake, Karl-Anthony Towns has all the skills necessary to be amongst the best players in the league. What a problem he poses for defenses, guys.
The Heat making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And Towns drops them both. .158 left to play in the third. Dragic kicks to Iguodala. Passes it to Leonard. Over Towns. Leonard, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 19. Here's Okogie. He's got 10. Dishes it to Towns. Now here's Culver. Defended by Butler. And Towns throws it down.
Look out below, an airmail special by Cat.
1:15 left to play in the third. Looking to get it going, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Dragic. And it's 8 points for Leonard.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Here's Culver. Myers Leonard picking up that last basket. Over Butler. Culver's shot is off.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Butler. He doesn't hit that one. Towns with the defensive effort. That free throw, no good. Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. And he's good on the second. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Dragic. He feeds it to Butler. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Adebayo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing, Greg. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Towns, no luck. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. We've got Culver. Towns is out there with Johnson. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. Here's Dragic. In basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Here's Dragic after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Adebayo. To the inside. Iguodala, the pass to Leonard. Iguodala kicks to Leonard. Bounce pass, Dragic. Here's Adebayo. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 7th assist here tonight.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And the pass to Culver. The feed to Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, easy call.
And the first one drops. Some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live, because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Dragic gets the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Offensive rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Hero. Shoots over Culver. Hero, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Beasley outside. Leonard against Johnson. Shoots over Leonard. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Fact of the matter is, Karl Anthony Towns could be a menace on the glass. Good luck with this guy.
Dragic kicks to Butler. And the rejection by Towns.
Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one. People look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is, when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is, success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin. This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his fourth assist in this one.
Well, terrific floor awareness from the crafty swingman. Jimmy Butler playing the role of facilitator.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's Russell with the three. Goes back up. Towns uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
To me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Nunn passes to Butler. Five to shoot. Here's Nunn. No good on the three. Timberwolves trail by 21, and it's Russell in the corner. No good on the triple.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Passes it to Towns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, Is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this: the NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Here's Hero. To the middle. Here's Leonard. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Outside, Towns. He dishes it to Russell. Lets it go from 11. Basket counts.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
And stolen by Russell. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for: consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
Now here's Towns. Johnson right side. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Hero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Johnson. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Johnson left side. Beasley outside. Pass to Russell. Uncovered. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the jump shot. Russell's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Nunn passes to Butler. Shoots over Culver. Miami no good on that time either.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation. Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
It's Beasley on the wing. Down low. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Beasley. Towns has got 9 points in the quarter.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Timeout called the Heat.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Russell. The pass to Butler. Over Culver. And Butler gets it to go.
Well, the confidence that Jimmy Butler displays on a nightly basis is awesome. This guy, as an interior scorer, is a force.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Russell inside, and he gets the bucket. Russell's got 21 in the game.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Here's Hero. Pass to Nunn. From past the arc. They get it again.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Butler in the corner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one's on Johnson. And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
And so Butler nails both of them. Here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves trail by 21.
Hey, watch Russell.
Outside Russell. Doesn't go that time. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Kevin, as dangerous a scorer when he feels his rhythm and pace as there is in the league. Jimmy Butler cooking right now.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Beasley outside. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
It's good on the putback. Adebayo's got 13 points in the second half.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Well, when you see a Karl Anthony Towns who's engaged on the offensive end, he believes he can score from any spot on the floor.
Here's Hero, covered by Beasley, and stolen by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way, and that one drops for him. 7 points for Beasley.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Hero. Out to the right wing. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Russell. 2 on the clock. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves trail by 21.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
Here's Nunn after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Nunn passes to Hero. Leonard trying to break free. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And the Heat lead by 19. .51 seconds left in the game.
Hey, yo, get on Russell.
Russell inside. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Hero. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I'll tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
And he makes the first.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
And so Russell hits them both. And it's the Heat with the ball. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Robinson passes to Jones. Olynyk with it. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Okpala, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. If we play together, play hard, we can win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.